I'm gonna warn you, this is gonna be kind of graphic. If you don't want to see this, I understand. But this is something that is really important to keep an eye out for with your does. Hi Thicketeers, so we have some bad news today. I'm gonna try and edit this the best I can, but I think this is something pretty important to let other people know. Today my rabbits were due. I had 2 of them due, and everything was going fine. I've actually still got one over here. She's pulled some fur, and she's going to be having her babies anytime tonight, I hope. The other rabbit, however, was not so lucky. Unfortunately, we had a fatality. So what happened with her, and I just discovered this, she actually just died. She's still warm. I just came out to check on her. But this doe had a prolapsed uterus. I'm going to save the fur from this the best I can. Go away, mosquitoes. This is really sad. She was one of the better does, and she had a baby here that I'm going to take out. And I'm actually going to take this guy inside. And when the other doe has her babies, I'll be fostering them, but let's get him away. So this happens sometimes with your does. You just have to keep an eye on them. I came out here checking on her, and this blood is way too red for a birth. Usually the birth blood is a sort of a pink. I mean, it is red, it's blood, but it's pinkish. It's mixed with yellowish fluid, which is the amniotic fluid. I was a little worried for her. I thought I saw her with a baby kind of stuck in her, so I went to reach down and pull on it, and it actually was not a baby. So let's pull her out. Let me get her out real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and set her right here. Go away, puppy. I have to fight the dog off. This is our poor doe. Like I said, she just died. She's still limber and all that. But whenever you have a doe that seems to be having trouble giving birth, make sure you take a look at her. This is actually not a baby rabbit. This is her uterus. She has pushed so hard. It doesn't actually feel like there are any more babies in her, but she pushed so hard that she pushed her uterus out, and this ultimately was the death of this rabbit. I actually had come out here to grab her and to put her down because I knew that she didn't have any more and she had already passed away. That's really sad. It does happen. I do still have one baby from her, and like I said, I'll be fostering that baby. It's not gonna die. If I can help it anyway, it's not gonna die. And this rabbit here will go into the freezer, and I will use her for food, and you know, she won't go to waste or anything like that. This is really terrible. I'm sorry that this happened, but you know, it's kind of part of farming. So yeah, I'm gonna go get her taken care of, and I'll give you guys one last look at this so you know what to look for. If it's bright red and shaped strangely, it may have happened to your rabbit too. It kind of looks like a baby. At first I thought it was a baby, but it isn't. Oh man, I don't know. So this was my breeding doe that I actually bought from someone. She had had a litter before, a couple of litters before, but they died through no fault of her own. It got really, really cold on her and she lost a couple of her litters, but I was hoping that she'd do really good today. She was just fine this morning. Oh, that's such a shame. Anyway, I guess we'll just have to hope that the other rabbit gives birth just fine, and she should. She's my oldest doe, and she should be alright. But that's what's going on in the thicket here, guys. Kind of a bad day. But we just have to keep on trucking. That's nature for you, you know. Nature's not nice sometimes. Anyway, I'm not going to ask you to hit the like button. Certainly you can't like this, but I think that it's really important to share this sort of thing. Not everything goes as planned on the homestead. Not everything goes as planned in breeding. And sometimes you just end up with a really sad situation.